What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together. What first got you?
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto. Welcome to the Breakdown, episode 752, sponsored by Midnight. That's right, sponsored by Midnight. Friday we'll be in Midnight City, checking out what my AI agent is doing. I'm lucky enough to be in the city. You know what I'm saying? Lucky enough to be in the city. Also, shout out to Polymarket. Polymarket is the official prediction market sponsor of the Breakdown. Shout out to Cake Wallet, Vic, and that entire team. If you don't have Cake Wallet, because I'm going to do a giveaway, and you guys better have Cake Wallet downloaded onto your goddamn application, onto your phones. If you're into Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, Bitcoin, and you like using hot wallets, look no further than Cake Wallet. Damn. By the way, anybody holding Cake Wallet, you can go right to... There's been an update, so you can go to the Apple Store, get that shit updated. I did that yesterday. Letting everybody know. Also, G Markets for the latest in data and latest in listings for your favorite cryptocurrencies. By the way, just want to say before we get started, this is what I mean about this goddamn industry, this goddamn crypto industry, which 100% nobody does any research. No, y'all go ahead and shoot off the mouth before even looking into anything. So Midnight, the protocol Midnight, did not get hacked. Let's say that again for the hearing impaired. Read my lips. The protocol itself, the network, was not hacked. Unfortunately, bridges, for some reason, bridges still to this day are the most vulnerable things in this goddamn space. So on chain experienced an exploit. That sort of shit happened yesterday. But that does not mean midnight. There's nothing wrong with midnight, the network. We gotta fix the bridges, man. That is the last part of crypto, is to fix these bridges. Hold on, and fix my eyebrows. There we go. By the way, I can genuinely say that these eyebrows have never been touched. I don't wax, I don't do nothing. These are natural. By the way, shout out to the people on TikTok. Let me see who's tuning in on TikTok. Let me go to TikTok and see who's tuned in. Who's tuned in on TikTok? I also want to break something down. I've been tweeting a lot. I'm getting back to bull posting. Damn, I am the definition of sex, 100%. Anyway, shout out to me. Holy shit, I am the definition. I was waiting to get the cut, man. Just couldn't get the haircut. Now I got the haircut. Anyway, I like to go ahead and break this down. I'm going to break this down for you guys. And I said this before, I don't know if you caught on or not. I don't know if you guys caught on or not. I haven't even started yet. I haven't even started yet. I want to break some things down, things that I'm a part of. Verified on CoinMarketCap. I haven't even started. I'm sure me and CoinMarketCap, we're going to do a little podcast together on their site. I'm on Binance, on that square circle. Haven't even started yet. Haven't done anything. Verified on TikTok. How many of your favorites are verified on TikTok? 0. I ain't gonna talk about X. I'm just saying, outside of X, and even on X, I haven't even done anything. I'm gonna say this again for those that do not understand English. Maybe I'll say it in Russian. Maybe I'll say it in Hebrew. Maybe I'll say it in Spanish. I have not started yet. And I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I'm taking my time. I'm glad I'm building that foundation. I wanted to get that out the way. I just wanted to get that out the way. Because as soon as and I said this yesterday, as soon as I make content, it's over. As soon as I say something, I believe it's over in a good way. What did I write today? What did I write today? Let's see. I wrote a lot of stuff today. Hold on. What did I really write today? Shit, I retweeted this so many times. Most people are only as loyal as the chart. That's why you build a foundation first and you worry about the chart later. I believe that. Build that foundation first, worry about the chart later. Chart are for people who just want to make that quick flip and move on to the next shiny toy. Some people, I also said, are finally going to get into the right bag and still fuck it up because the second something else starts running, they're gone. I've been notating and writing this down. I've been literally notating every single person that was about that life, that was talking about the greatness that is filled within inside of me. I have written you down in the book of David. In the book of David, I have written your fucking ass down, because when that moment comes, when I'm looking from the top of the mountain and I'm looking down at you, I shall go ahead and speak your name. And I shall look at you and say, why did you fade me? I also said, bullpost until they can't ignore you. I mean that. If you love something, if you believe in something, you got conviction in something, if your energy is in that something, bullpost until they can't ignore you. I also said this on X, formerly known as Twitter. I'm running a space next week with some of my favorite memes. This is going to be fun. Read into that. This will be fun. It will be an event. "18 hours ago, I said, when the bull market finally comes, you won't know what hit you. You'll be sidelined and you'll have no one to blame but yourself." That's right. I said this. I'm going to give you a little taste of what I say in the subscriber group. Okay? The next upcoming cycle is going to be ridiculous. It's about finding the right positions now and not chasing tops later. It's what I speak about all the time. You don't want to chase. You want to be running around like an absolute idiot. That is how people get destroyed. That is how people get destroyed. Also on the resume. Now, some of the Jewish community does not accept me, but I am Jewish, and I can't see how it is that you can fade a Jew. Now, people will say, hold on, you've been saying this for 23, 24, 25, 30 days, whatever it's been. Where are you rushing to? How many times do I got to say this is a marathon and not a sprint? Where are we running to? The bull market's not even here. We're still in the bear market, even though the bullish sentiment is here. That does not mean that the charts are bullish yet. Liquidity has not flown into this goddamn industry yet, though the smartest people are getting into positions, front-running positions, so they're not buying the tops when the bull market returns, which it will. The only people that are frustrated are the now people. I want it now. I want it now. And I can tell a lot of y'all have never had a relationship, even with your parents. Y'all have never had a relationship with your parents either. Nobody. You've never had that relationship. As we speak, I am talking to people to rally people together. That's what I'm doing in the back channels. I am slowly gauging the interest of people saying, of having conversations where I'm asking people, do you want to be a part of one of the greatest movements of all time? Do you want to be a part of the solution, or do you want to go ahead and just do things on your lonely? Look at Elvis today in the chat. Even I have inspired Elvis to not be a Jeet, to not be a broccoli head son of a bitch. I've inspired this man to do better in life. Today is the first time in 6 years that Elvis woke up and he walked into the bathroom. Even though the mirror is filthy dirty, he jumped into the shower and he washed himself with some Irish Spring. He got himself a brand new towel and he wiped himself down. He looked at himself in the mirror. He wiped down the mirror so he can see himself. He was shocked after 6 years to look into the mirror. But he looked into that mirror and he said, I can be better. I can be better. I don't have to be in the goddamn comments on David's show and troll him. No, no, no. I can inspire to be just like him. He went as far as calling me daddy, which was weird. But he said, I can do this. I can be somebody. He looked in that mirror. He parted his hair to the side. He said, I can do this. Then he ran to his PlayStation 5. And he put on Call of Duty. And he went to the lobby. And he said, ladies and gentlemen, I have switched my thoughts on the legendary figure known as DG. I'm telling you right now, he has changed me and my life. I can't play Call of Duty with you guys at this time anymore because I got to get serious about my life. I got to move out. Grandma serving me the same soup every day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. I can't take this shit no more. I got to think bigger. I gotta think bigger. Round of applause for Elvis. If I can honestly inspire people to do better, then I've already won. I am watching. And I'm not even being sarcastic. I'm not cracking jokes right now, ladies and gentlemen. I am watching a bunch of people that have never, ever believed in bag working, or maybe they forgot about what it is to bag work or what it is to believe in something. They are believing in something. They are taking initiatives into their own hands and they're doing their thing. They are working nonstop. They are trying to build something. But at the end of the day, if something is built or not, you have a bunch of new leaders that are entering the space. They got that feeling in their nutsack that they are ready. They want the old culture back. They don't want to be a part of this fakakta bullshit that we got going on here. They want to be a part of something bigger. They want to change their lives. They want to be leaders at the same time. They want to build. They want to be a part of bringing the vibes back. It is a beautiful thing to watch. Rally people together. Rally people together. Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring everybody together. Fuck, shut your mouth right now. I'm speaking. Don't you ever disrespect me by calling me a broccoli head. Okay? This is some of the finest hair that you've ever seen in your life. Welcome to the breakdown. If you are not If you care about the memes, if you care about meme culture, and you're not sharing this live stream, this live show with everybody you know, if you ain't calling people right now and sharing this with everybody, if you're not in your group chats, if you're not in your Discords, in your Telegrams, in your Signals, in your Radar chats, like that plug, I'm not being paid. If you're not on AOL, if you're not on Facebook, Netscape, if you ain't sending emails, if you don't got the pigeon servers outside sending letters, telling them that your boy is live. If you ain't on AIM, okay, for those who know what AIM is, if you are not on AOL Instant Messenger right now, if you are not on Facebook, in the bingo chat, telling them that I am live. If you're not on Runes, if you're not on RuneScape telling people that I'm live, you're doing it all wrong. See, you motherfuckers say that you want, if you're not on Prodigy, yeah, that's right. Listen, if you are not out there telling people, first of all, y'all talk about nobody's talking about my meme. How are you not out there telling people that I am live and we are going to talk about the finest memes today, here, right now? Don't tell me you got a big community and you ain't here showing up. ICQ, shout out to the ICQ chats. Run it back if you are not out there. Letting everybody know the most electrifying, energetic, high IQ, well-dressed, hair color on fleek, eyebrows that nobody can touch, the face impeccable, original look smaxer, original OG memer, then you don't deserve to be a part of the movement when it goes down. If you are not excited, if you are not jumping up and down in your house, if you are not feeling my energy today, you don't deserve to be a part of the most electrifying movement to ever hit the goddamn fucking internet, the goddamn social media platforms, and the goddamn industry. TikTok might go ahead and limit my goddamn reach, but that'll never stop me. That'll never stop me. Look, they limited me, but you cannot stop me. They cannot stop me. Anyway. Welcome to the breakdown. Welcome to the breakdown, man. I am fired up. I am fired up. I'm fired up. We got Landy in the green room. A man that, if he attempts to go sideways in any which way to where we're not talking about the memes and meme culture, I will throw him out. We will throw him out. We're going to send him back to the Bitcoin room. I love Bitcoin. I love Bitcoin. If I could physically touch Bitcoin, I probably would. I probably would. The puppet needs to come with the same energy that I'm here with. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh, wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto. Welcome back. How many people will regret? Every day that I'm gonna be frank with you guys, every day that passes by, obviously, what I stated has always been true. Like, I want to bring back the culture that I'm accustomed to seeing. And I'm gonna work my ass off to see that through. And every day, that fire in me burns. It just burns stronger and stronger. It grows, and I can't wait, kind of thing. This was promised to me 3,000 years ago. And I hate saying, you know what line I hate saying? I hate saying the line that, oh, they're, and I gotta, as you get older, like the line of, they're fading me. They're fading me. Fuck that. Like, there's no need to cry about somebody fading you. They didn't believe in you. And that's fine. They took this as a joke. That's fine. They fade. Who gives a... Let's look at the people that did not fade. Let's appreciate the people that understood the mission and wanted to be a part of this mission. That wanted to be a part of the solution. That wanted to be a part of a movement. Let's not look back at, they faded me. We hear that a lot. They faded me. It gets contagious sometimes. It's like a virus. They faded me. That's an excuse. That's people crying. Stop crying like a little bitch. And I say that to myself too. Faded me. Fuck them fading me, motherfuckers. They weren't supposed to be here anyway. And that's okay. And that there's nothing wrong with them anyway. That's like, hey, some people like driving Hondas and some people like driving Toyotas. Some people like Ferraris over Lamborghinis, Lamborghinis over Ferraris. Some people like Vets. I don't know. To each his own. The whole fading. That's a cool fucking tagline. But it means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. I ain't endorsing anybody. The only person I'm endorsing is myself and my products. That's it. I don't give a fuck about anything else. Hate me for that. I remember everything. And I only support, and I'm done with that too. But I only support motherfuckers that supported me. That's it. Bottom line. I wish everybody, and I keep saying this, I wish everybody the best of luck. I hope y'all win so big that the universe hears it. That aliens on other planets hear about it. But I don't give a fuck. I'll look right into the camera and say it. I don't give a fuck. Welcome to the breakdown. It's about my brand now. It's about the things I'm doing. It's about me and my brand, and anybody who's always roll with the motherfucker. Roll with the young boy. That's right. That's what we're doing. That is what we're rolling with and doing. That's how we're operating. This king don't bend a knee for anybody. Not a single person, never. Fuck your money. Now, we move forward with one of the most legendary movements that will take place in this space. But you know what? I could talk about it. I could talk about it all I want. And I hate people that just talk. So I feel you motherfuckers too. I don't like people that talk. Put numbers on the board. That's it. Work your ass off. The numbers will appear. Work your ass off. Grind. Chip away. Work. Don't stop. It'll all reflect. I'm going to get busy. Good morning to you, Landy.
Good morning, David.
Good morning.
You sound like you're excited.
I am.
You look like you are going to be
I
streaming
look like
on Twitch
sex.
soon. The new up-and-coming Twitch streamer of the year will be David Gokhshtein. We're gonna
fuck out of here. I don't want to
be playing.
Fuck Twitch. Fuck Twitch. That's the last platform that has not verified me because they said I need to. In order for me to get verified, literally, they reached out to me. In order to get verified on there, they said I got to be on there for at least 30 hours playing Call of Duty. I said, fuck no. Shout out to Kick. We're going to take over, Kick. Kick verified me to say, hey, partner program. We're going to do things. We can do things. You know what? I ain't going to even talk about what they were talking about. I'm going to say a thing. I like Kick, though. Shout out to Kick. We're going to take it to Twitch's ass. No Diddy. I'm fired up. I am fired up 100%.
Me too, but not for the same reasons.
Why are you fired up?
Because my oil call hit its target. My Bitcoin call hit its target. All of the calls that I've been talking about have now hit their targets. And there's plenty of time to watch those videos and see where things were going. So it's a good day. Got to take a little bit of profit, put that in my pocket, and then deal with a bunch of technical issues. So that's been my morning. It's been awesome, exciting, even. I actually yearn for the days of yore when I could sit down, turn on the Nintendo 64, play some GoldenEye with the homies. Maybe a little bit of Perfect Dark, right? Wait a little bit, a couple of years later, get some Halo and some Halo 2 in, right? Get on that headset and just yell obscenities into the microphone. These are the days that I miss, when it was easy, when it was simple. And I didn't have to worry about whether or not this thing that I'm using, this mobile device that I'm using, is actually going to work with the fucking application that I have built the audience with.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah. I'm all about answering questions. I love
What
answering
the
questions.
fuck does this have to do with memes?
Because it is a meme. The entire thing is a meme.
Can I tell you something? Since we're having ADD moments right now.
Yes, yes.
So when I was getting my haircut, I told my barber, he's like, "Do you like it?" I'm like, "Nah, just now. Can you give me the Mike Tyson?" He didn't understand what the fuck I was talking about. I said, "Can you give me the Mike?" I said,
He just
Oh.
leans over, bites your ear.
no, I said, "Give me the Mike Tyson." I mean, like the line in the middle.
Yes, I know. I know.
And then I said on the sides and the eye, and like, can you cut the eyebrow a bit?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, that was a New York staple for a long time.
I was about to do it. I was a second away from pulling the trigger. He didn't, but then he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. I was like, nah. To the point, here's the problem. What happened? I keep it, I love talking about shit that happens in real life. So like I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, give me the Italian beard. You know what the Italian beard
Yeah,
is. It's
yeah.
this.
You tell me they
It's
don't
what-
know?
I did this though. So let me explain what happened. I think I fucked him up when I said, give me the Mike Tyson. So in turn, he fucked up my beard.
Hmm.
So like he gave me this gold tea and shit.
Mhm.
It wasn't like he goes, "Is everything okay?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "What happened?" So the other barber in the back, this dude got great vision because he's in the back, and this dude is kind of weird too because he's like watching me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting in the seat and you got the shit wrapped. One thing I hate is having things wrapped around my neck, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anybody else is like this, but I hate when like they put that white shit around your neck to make sure that the hair doesn't go into your shirt, whatever. Like I hate that. And I hate the fucking thing that whatever. I hate that shit. I feel like I'm choking. But the dude in the back, like the mirror's right here, and I peep him real quick, and he's like watching like this. First time that guy's the first time that he's here, and I'm like, this is the type of dude in my head. I'm like, this is the type of dude throw you in the back of a trunk with a ball in your mouth. 100%. Like this dude would tie you to a chair in his basement and give you food once a week or some shit. Anyway, I don't know. They're probably watching the show too. They do watch the show, so shout out to them. Thank you. It's crazy when the local hairstylist supports you, but your own people don't. Anyway, it's crazy. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead. Anyway, I'm sitting
This is the
there.
problem. You're going to hairstylist when you should be going to the barber.
When you have this kind of hair,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
You don't go to a barber. Okay? You go to a
Mm.
guy who starts twirling his scissors in his hand.
Now you got to go to the barber because, well, first of all, if you're going to get your beard
Yo,
done, you go
man.
to a barber.
Anyway, so what happens? The beard's like I hop into the car. I'm looking at the beard. I played it off cool with him. I didn't want to I didn't want to say nothing, man. That's the type of dude I am. I don't want to say nothing. Like I wanted to keep it real, but I didn't because I still want to go there, right? And I don't want him to zeke me or some shit. I get into the car, I look, I'm like, I don't like this shit, man. I look like I'm from like Texas and I'm riding a fucking horse. All I need is a rope and a cowboy hat. Like so I come home and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna do it myself. Because he left it thick and shit too. Like I don't like that shit.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And to my Jewish luck, right as I'm on this part, just like fading it in and stuff like that. The shaver goes.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm just like, I can't fucking win. I paid $58 for the haircut. They usually discount me, but I hit them with the tip.
Mm-hmm. Gross.
I'm like, what? Yo, I didn't even catch. I just caught that. I caught that just now.
Look,
What
if
the
you're
hell is
gonna,
this? Lion Andy loves a reverse cowboy. What the fuck was happening here? Anyway, I know that.
I've got a hater. I've got a hater. They're just
Is
not
that
very
you?
good at hating. Yeah, yeah.
Is that for you? Or?
Lazy Andy was the joke that a different Dave made a very long time ago at this point. And this particular gentleman was there for that. So
All right.
I don't know why they hate me. They can hate me because I'm right. They can hate me because I'm a great little puppet. They can hate me for my technical analysis and telling them that we were going to go into a bear market and then they faded me. Oh, I'm sorry. You probably don't want to fade me. Never fade the puppet.
Yeah, I don't. Honestly, and I say this 100% full conviction here. Like the fade me shit. I think this is why I'm writing things down in the Book of David. I am writing things down in the Book of David. I promise you. The Book of David has a list of names that were legit saying, David's great. I've seen what he can do. He's mentioned something once and it flew. And they're gone. Supercuts is still a thing. Anyway. By the way, my editor texts me yesterday. Do you know what should I read what he said to me?
Sure.
Listen to this. Editor calls me and calls me. He goes, hey, do you mind sharing this clip of you talking to Leonidas? And he goes, this is, you want people like this in your life. You can't take feedback and be like critical feedback is cool. Mm-hmm. Even though I think I'm handsome with anything. Like anyway, he goes, DG, you got to get your beard and hair done. I just noticed an old Leo interview you did in Feb, and God, you looked 15 years younger than now. And I know all you need is a haircut and an Italian beard to look like that again. So
I'm not gonna lie. I also saw the interview that you did earlier this year because I was there, um, as well, and I'm not gonna lie, yo, editor's on point.
But I said to him, I already got a little before he even wrote this. I'm like, after the show, I went to get a haircut. I finally had time.
That's hilarious.
I said, I already got a cut today. He goes, awesome. Let's go. Sends me another thing. And then he goes, I said, and then he asked me to do something like, there was another clip that came out. I said, man, I can't believe I passed out. I did. I passed out. Post haircut. That's what I said. He goes, savage. I can't wait for tomorrow. He goes, how's that fresh cut feeling?
You know what's funny, David? Is that
Respect to my team that says, yo, D, you look homeless.
yeah. Looking back at that old clip,
this is a dude telling you this, man. This is a dude.
Well, if you go back and
he
you look
got
at that
women on
clip
his team, but I'm just saying, as a dude.
from February, you also that's when you were trying to adjust your camera. You had the new camera and all that stuff. So your white balance was all out of whack.
Oh,
So
yeah,
not only do you look younger, it looks like a completely different era. It looks like it's coming from like a completely different era because the white balance is
I
all
look like
off.
Powder's brother.
You look like, yo, half these people don't even know what powder is. They don't know.
No, that's, again, that's what you call team, right? So that's what you build, a foundation where people will tell you. And it's funny, I've always had that though. I never had yes. When people say I've had yes people around me, I always laugh because, okay, maybe once in a while people agree with me within the circle, but like most of the time, nobody fucking agrees with me.
Yeah, especially me. You and I go back and forth.
You
with that
always
a
say
lot.
no.
Yep. Yep.
It's just weird. Like, I like being surrounded by people with different takes. It's cool because then you can sit back and say, okay, maybe this is right, or you can say, listen, I can understand, but I'm gonna still do it this way. But like getting and having people like, hey, even my editing team watching every single thread on my head is wild.
Well, it's one of those situations where there's a difference between people who are disrespectfully disagreeing and then respectfully disagreeing. Like where you can have actual healthy debate about something versus unhealthy debate that gets nowhere. Right? Where you literally you end where you started versus maybe a portion of what you say to me or maybe a portion of what I say to you does hit home in some way and influences something, right? Like because somebody who's disrespectfully disagreeing with somebody or just straight up being disrespectful or an asshole, they're not going to get anywhere, right? They're not going to sway somebody. It's not like, oh my god, now that you've been this horrible piece of shit, I'm going to now just side with you. Like, no. Like, I need to be a horrible piece of shit, but in a respectful way.
Why are you always talking about being a horrible piece of shit?
Well, because I'm trying to bait some haters to come out because I need better haters. I need better haters. I have really amateurish haters. Like
You're
you have
really
some
stuck
good
on haters, bro. Like I don't let
because
the haters just come.
the haters ball is really what takes you to the next level, right? You need a certain level of hate in order to galvanize the people who are silently supporting, right?
Yeah.
So I've always had these people who want to respectfully disagree with me on things, I need
Yeah.
better haters. Like, look at look at the few amateurs in the chat here. As soon as I come on, they follow me in. They say whatever they got to say, but what they say has no impact.
Well, then, like, stop talking about them.
Well, because they need to up their game. They got to
Let them
up their
their-
game.
You acknowledge them too much. I'm
No,
telling
no,
you
no.
right now,
I
live
gotta,
on the show.
I
You
gotta show
acknowledge.
them support. I gotta show them some support because they
Don't
need
support
it.
them.
Look,
Make them work
mom's
harder.
basement gets cold and damp, right? And
I'm
sometimes
telling
you
you,
just need somebody, you need a puppet to put his little puppet hand out and lift you up out of the shadows, right?
you acknowledge the hater too many. You acknowledge them way too much.
No, 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 no. I
You do.
rarely acknowledge the haters.
I'm
It's
just
just that when they start to come out, they need to understand that their hating game is weak.
I'm just telling you as a troll myself.
I'm
born
gonna
in
pay
here
Elvis
today.
to Elvis, I'm gonna pay you to abuse me on the timeline. Like, can you up your game?
Stop it. Elvis has turned a new leaf. Okay?
No, of course he's
Elvis
been here the
washed
whole
himself
time.
today. Elvis took a shower today. He was inspired. Don't make Elvis go back to his old ways. He was inspired.
He was inspired. I saw him. I saw him the other day.
Leave
He
him
seemed pretty
alone.
inspired.
Shout out to Bits AKC. Welcome to the breakdown. I listened to him again today. I can't. Nah, it's not him. I'm
No,
just
I
saying.
know.
You know what I need to
There's
do?
moments.
I need it.
There's moments.
Yo, I have a secret weapon that I'm. I ain't gonna say it. I am going to bring somebody into the fold that is absolutely the definition of a crazy bull. I wanted to say another word, but I know that TikTok would take me down forever.
For sure. But in what venue?
I stood up. Can I tell you something? Before I passed out, because I think I passed out because I took a hot ass shower. It felt so good. I don't take hot showers, but it felt so good to take a hot shower. And I think that's why I passed out.
Got to get you a sauna.
I have a sauna.
Okay.
But like after the sauna, I take a cold shower.
Mm-hmm.
But this time I didn't use a sauna. I just took a hot ass shower. Like this shit was on 44C.
So you're just trying to you really took the that text message to heart. You were like, you know what? I look older. I'm gonna burn off all of the skin.
First of all, not a single. Yo, I walk in, they're like, man, you really look good in your 30s. And I'm like,
I'm being respectful right now.
you can say whatever you want. Not a single person thinks I'm a not a single person thinks I am.
No, you're right. You're right.
government age.
You can pass for now.
If I shave this off, oh my God.
You look like a baby.
I look like a baby, bro. I do. The only thing crypto gave me
Was gray hair.
is this gray hair from here. It's only, I'm telling you where it is. It's only here and here. That's it. Now, I could go just for men. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't want to do it.
No, why not? Why not? You just don't want to lie to the audience.
Come on. Like what? I say this about women and now men too. Let me tell you something. These men that are getting plastic surgery on their faces, y'all look feminine. And let me explain why they look feminine. Because these plastic surgeries all these plastic surgeries that these doctors do are specifically aimed at women. Women don't have hoods under their eyes, right? Like think about what I'm saying. I'm lucky enough that I don't have like like the hood on top. You get it? Like I don't have that yet. Knock on wood. But for people who like, if you work on a man's face and you do what you do to a woman, they become feminine. Look at Bradley Cooper. They took off his hood. He looks he looks feminine.
I'm sorry, what? What's that word again? Feminine? With an E at the end?
Excuse the Brooklynese.
the Brooklynese.
But he looks like a female, seriously. Like he looks like a female because the work is being done to dudes by plastic surgeons that only operate on women. And they really haven't worked on dudes. That's why a lot of these dudes look like women.
Well,
Clavicular, whatever his fucking name is, this guy.
it's because they're getting facelifts, bro.
Yeah, but he's gone. This kid who's
And
so
it
young,
pulls-
he's gone
well,
from
not
looking.
not him. I'm talking about the older guys that go and get plastic surgery. They're getting facelifts. They literally taking the whole face and stretching it back. That's why
But
they
they're
look like
but they're
dicks.
cutting the hood. They're cutting the hoods of the eyes. Men have hoods. Men have hoods.
Some of them get them snipped pretty early on, right? All right.
Besides
So-
them hoods. Anyway,
Depends on the culture.
guys, age gracefully, especially men. When we age and if we take care of ourselves, we look hotter as we get older.
Smoke more cigars.
Women, unfortunately, because they take on so much. Oh, I'm gonna get killed for this.
Oh yeah, you are.
No, but it's the truth. I mean, even women talk about it. They're like, I'm in conversations with women. They're like, in real life, they're like, men age gracefully. Us, we take on so much.
It's because as men get older, we give less of a shit.
Nah, it's not that.
Yes, it is.
Women deliver, babies. They're stressed out. Pre-menopause,
Men give
post-mortem,
less
all
of a
this.
shit as they get older. You've seen this in your own life. As we age, we do not care. We stop caring
I don't
about
care.
things like we used to as we get older.
Look, the
Women
agree
care
with me.
more.
The women agree with me in the chat.
Women care
There's
more as
nothing
they get
I'm
older.
saying that is bullshit right now.
No, that is not bullshit. Bro, if you are a man and as you get older, you're finding yourself more and more stressed, you got a problem. You might be a lady. You might need to transition.
Almost. Hey, welcome to the breakdown, episode 752. We're gonna talk about memes, I promise. But hey, women, I love you, women. Okay, it's what I've heard. Okay, it's what I've heard women say. Women out here talking about this ain't right. We get the once a month thing. Okay, men don't. We're out here getting pre and
we
post.
get to deal with the women having the once a month thing.
Speak for yourself. Okay.
Hey,
I get to deal with going into my car and fucking doing yoga as the sun sets.
spoken like a true single man.
I am.
Single AF, bro.
Listen, women that are out there, I still believe that women should age gracefully. Like, can you get some work done? Yeah, but get the little tweaks. Like a little, I don't gotta get the little touch-ups. My whole thing is that, like, when I see some women out here in New York City and they get like a makeover from a plastic surgeon, They don't look like themselves anymore, man. They like you look like everybody. Just don't.
They look terrible.
Just get little things done.
And once you start getting work done, ladies, you can never stop.
No, I'm serious. Like, and I don't get the whole big lip situation. Like, why some women like they get their lips done and they're like, it looks like a life float. Why? Like, who said that's good?
Ass thing to call it.
Ask a real man what a real man likes. Why do you gotta have look like the shit is like, why? Don't do that. Like the only thing that's gonna come in handy for is
I read that.
If you're on a boat in the middle of the sea and the boat goes down.
Freaking Todd trying to throw the whole show off with that.
Anyway, I love women. Okay. All I'm trying to say is, and I'm against anorexic chicks and I'm against big bone obesity that is being promoted by the United States of America and by these corporate organizations but it's, you know what, this is all due to Instagram. I'll keep it 100. You look at some people on Instagram, they look phenomenal. You see them in person, you're like, what the fuck happened? Because they are performing digital plastic surgeries on themselves.
Yeah.
And then women who are beautiful. I'm saying no, I'm not even being sarcastic. Women that are beautiful, they look at the shit on Instagram, they're like, oh man, like, look at these women. How can I ever compete? And then they go to the doctor.
Oh, yeah. Meanwhile, the women that they see on Instagram without all the filters and all the touch-ups and everything else look like they got hit by the A train. Looks like they got run over by MTS a few times.
And there's nothing more like
unrealistic expectations.
Like a natural woman. Like there's nothing, I don't know, maybe for me, there's nothing more prettier than a natural woman. Even when not even wearing makeup, but still being done upright. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. Anyway, welcome to the breakdown where I'm giving.
This is very toxic and very masculine. This is toxic masculinity.
You know what? I don't believe this is toxic at all. I think this is, hey, don't spend money on plastic surgery when you already probably look good. Right? Now I get it. Some people's, and this goes for men and women. Some people are born with an enormous big ass nose.
Mm-mm.
And then that I get. I can understand that.
Embrace it. Be the shark fin you were always meant to be.
All right.
Just run up to people and say shark attack if you got a big nose. It'll be okay.
When people swim, you can see the nose come out the water. It looks like a shark's fin.
Yeah. Embrace it.
People. Anyway, I want to see, by the way, I said today, I might even buy some memes. You guys talk about we're the loudest community. We got the biggest community. Where are you? Where is the loudest community? I don't see you at all. You know what it is also? There's two tabs. I keep saying this on Twitter. There's two tabs. There's the reply to the chat, to the live stream tab. And then there's like chatting in the live stream.
Yeah.
They should just make it chatting in the live stream because like people are just replying to what's being said here.
Well, that's because they want others to see it after the show's over.
Yeah. You know what? By the way, thank you so much. The replays of the show are phenomenal. And I guess that's because people are replying while we're live on the show. All right, cool. Anyway, welcome to the breakdown. Who is the loudest community? Where are you? You guys say that you have an army. Your project's phenomenal. Everybody's talking about. Where is your everybody? I am showing you guys. Where is your everybody? Do you need an incentive? Here's what's been happening in crypto for the last few weeks. You guys will not talk about something unless you're incentivized. Airdrop. Do you understand how many project? It's like a participation award. In order to participate in a project, you guys now deserve an airdrop. What the fuck is going on? Since when are memes? Since when are memes concentrated on airdrops? I love Pengu. I have Pengu. I respect the fuck out of Luca. Look at Pengu today. That's because I get from the marketing branding side, I get what Luca is trying to do and what he tried to do with an airdrop. But look what happened. Motherfuckers leave. They'll be back. Look, Pengu's doing great from the NFT side. I believe Pengu will recover. But this is what airdrops do. And imagine if this wasn't Luca who's building something. Think about this. Imagine this is now Luca who's actually building something. Because I believe at the end of the day, Pengu's price will go back up. The chart will get green. He will deliver. But imagine if it wasn't Luca. You have examples. Go look. The shit's dead. The airdropping meta shit is dead. If you like the meme, if you like the project, you go in. Am I right? No, I'm just saying. Right or wrong? If you like the project, you go in. Yes or no?
Absolutely.
If you're going into something based on an airdrop, that shit is not gonna last more than fucking 15 minutes. I promise you, you are destroying a project. And whoever's launching it and saying, hey, this is what I'm doing, airdrops, you're destroying your project as well. I'm not saying in the future you can't go ahead and reward. But it has to be at a certain point where you say, okay, it is healthy enough to do it. It can sustain any pressure that is pushed into it. Look, all of a sudden everybody's chatting in the room. Oh, so I got to go ahead and call you motherfuckers out in order for you guys to go ahead and fucking type something. You're lazy ass bastards. But I will say that airdrops are not the solution. Getting behind real leaders, behind real brands, that is something you need to look at. Getting behind motherfuckers that have been here for decades. Getting behind somebody who is one of the first to talk about memes and never shitted on a meme, unless it needed to be shitted on, but has lost deals, friendships, because I've come out and talked about the meme economy. Do you understand what I sacrificed for you bitches? Do you understand what I I really did. Landy, come on, let's talk. Let's. And I ain't even joking around no more. Me talking about memes in the early days, I sacrificed deals. I sacrificed networks because these people did not believe in this shit.
Oh yeah. No, look, I was a huge critic of you. And when I first heard you take the stage, the microphone, I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
And then but when you said that, you said, but he is sexy, handsome, gorgeous, and electrifying. But who the fuck is this guy?
Who the fuck is this guy? And then he actually started to go at some of the same people about their ideas that they were perpetuating out there and challenging them that I was talking about with some of those very people behind the scenes with, right? Because everybody always talked about, especially at that time, it was always about on board. Yet like you said the other day, they're constantly we're motherfuckering people right out of the room. And like you don't ingratiate yourself to somebody by telling them to go F themselves constantly for not believing in your ideal. It just doesn't work. You're not going to win people over. You push them away. And what was interesting is, this is around the block wars, right?
Yeah.
Post forks, we had some more stuff that was coming up and going on, right? Even at that time, it was still happening. Like there was still the block wars going on. Now, Bitcoin had already been back finding its footing in terms of direction and what was going to be what, right? But point being is that was still the dominant conversation. And even myself at the time, I went from looking at everything as an attack vector against Bitcoin and listening to you and others, to be fair, but listening to you talk to some of those very people about how to solve some of the onboarding problem and how to get people interested in Bitcoin and why these other things were important. You made a good case and actually changed my mind in the way that I saw some of those things. Now, granted, I had already been I was a little bit easier to sway because I had already been mining Ethereum when it was proof of work. I had already experimented with the other networks as well because why not? Right? Like we're already here. And if this isn't going to go away, I might as well figure out how it all works. Right. Plus, I'm interested in the tech side of things. So, look, you made a good case. And I'll be honest with you, I vehemently disagreed with you, but I respected the fact that you could go up and that you could go toe to toe with some of the narratives that were being pushed and how to actually get people onboarded and using crypto, buying Bitcoin, get them interested and excited. Because you were right, it was a lot of boring technical bullshit. And we were at a time when that was really dominating the conversation because there was literally a war going on chain. So that was it was eye-opening. It really was.
Um,
And then we had that beautiful run 2016 into 2017. It was so beautiful.
I gotta say that I am a multi-cycle individual. I have never left. Bear market, still here doing a show. Bull market, still doing a show. Any market, still doing a show. Your favorite people left during a bear market. They
Yeah,
weren't here,
a lot go away and then just come back for the bull.
and then they come back like nothing happened, and they become your heroes. When your heroes have always been here. Landy,
Yep.
if I felt like embracing something, because people keep bringing up numbers. I don't talk about numbers because I don't care about numbers. I want to build something. We've talked about this already, Landy. I want to be, or I want to start that next movement, that Wall Street bets movement. I keep repeating myself, but it is the truth. I feel like I can succeed by doing it. I feel like I can bring back the culture. I feel like I can turn this place from PvP to PvE. And obviously, if it all works out, then the numbers will speak for themselves because the market determines that. So I'm not really worried about the numbers because people are pushing, hey, call it. Let's see if you got motion. I got people saying, does he still have motion? They're trying to test me. They're trying to make me push something on their time, not on my time. Do you think that I can actually do something, Landy?
Of course, yeah. Look,
Damn, you said it with such confidence. Can you say that again?
look, one of the things that I will tell you that I am starting to become a little bit more convinced of as time goes on and have changed my outlook on is, I've been very much of the memes are going to get cannibalized by RWAs and stock tokens as they start to bring liquidity on chain for those. and that's going to dominate the narrative. But honestly, I'm starting to turn the corner on the idea that all we're going to end up doing in this space is memeing the ever loving shit out of them and absolutely sending things one after another that have nothing to do with the underlying stock assets just because we can. And I think that actually is
Pause
something that
real
is
quick.
going to happen.
We have to acknowledge this comment. You have succeeded in pushing looks maxing and personal hygiene. Keep going, man.
Yo, shout out to Lutz.
I am the
Look-
modern day Tony Starks. I am Iron Man.
Oh my God, you are the most New Yorker I've heard in a long time as well. Just putting that out there. Just putting that out there.
Like, how do you bet against me, man? Like, I'm just sitting here. If I'm sitting over there, dirty as hell, watching this show, okay, wiping the cheese doodles on my wife beater, right? I'm watching this show, and I see me. I'm like, yo, I'm fucking. Holy shit! This man has inspired me to wash my balls.
It's very specific.
Come on, man.
That's called a target demographic right there.
Come on, man.
You're a Jewish guy named David's target demographic is the unwashed masses. The degenerates stuck in the trenches looking for a leader to lead them to the light.
They're all fucking dirty as shit. I'm coming in a suit.
David's gonna go and look for the next 40 days and 40 nights. David's gonna go on a journey through the desert.
Guys, come on this journey with me for 40 years.
He's gonna confront evil. He's gonna bring everyone together. Yo, I'm sorry, I can't keep my shit together. I gotta mute.
I am Captain America. Fuck Tony Starks.
Yo, you know what you gotta start doing? You gotta start branding. You know, I talked to Rob the other day, right?
Oh
I
my
went on his
God.
show.
Oh shit, I gotta go on the show today.
Yeah. So good luck. But you know, he was
Ain't gonna let me
talking
talk.
about
Ain't gonna let
he,
me talk.
he was talking about how, you know, his frustration with Trump has to brand everything and everything's a brand. David, just start branding everything. Just brand literally everything.
I want to come out with my own drink. By the way, I
Just
want to
do
come
it.
out with my own. You know who inspired me? Conor McGregor, right? He came out with the Mac drink. I want to come out with like a water drink, like just water, like the
Why
most
not?
purest water in the world.
Just go and link up with the Rect crew.
I should reach out to the rec crew and see what we can do here.
You know, you make a drink called the Broccoli Head Destroyer, and it's just got like mass amounts of caffeine.
No,
It's got a bunch of stuff
I
that
want water to be water,
ups
man. The
your
most purest water in the
testosterone.
world.
No water, no pure water. No,
Fuck
it's gotta
that.
up
No,
the testosterone. It's
Water.
called the Broccoli Head Destroyer for a reason.
Nah. You can come out with that bullshit. I am coming out with the people's water. Okay.
The people's water.
Yo,
Which
Fifi, what
is
you talking about here?
doing the people's eyebrow on it.
I'm always doing. I'm telling you, one eyebrow is lifted higher than the other, and that's only because I got the hockey stick to my.
Yo, the
Shit
Rock
happens,
sues
man.
you. You end up having a hit on your hands. You get sued by the Rock.
Somebody said, Fifi said, David, you'd be surprised who watched your show. I'm not surprised. I'm sure Donald Trump's tuned in. I'm pretty sure Trump's tuned in. Like, It's about to do his voice.
Oh, well, don't worry. I have obviously one of the best impressions
You
of
have
Donald Trump.
your Donald Trump impression is
It's
like
horrible.
the Temu. It's like the Temu version.
Oh, absolutely. It's terrible.
No, it's
Terrible. I love
no,
it.
there's just one guy that does it really well.
Sean Faresh.
Nah, I'm talking about from crypto, from the poo space.
Oh, yeah. There's a couple of guys that do it really, really well.
And like he nails it. Nails it.
Yes. Yeah. No, there's a few of them that really do a really good job.
Fifi said, not everyone who watches works at IHOP. I doubt it.
Hey,
I want the IHOP audience. I want the person working at the fucking drive-through booth to be tuned in. I want Dunkin' Donuts employees looking at me.
look, I'm literally sitting in the back of a Waffle House right now on my break to be here. All right. I got to go out there and I got to beat up some customers pretty soon, right? Like I got to go clock back in soon. Now, good thing my manager is a fan, right? Waffle House backs David Goxstein.
I'm gonna do this again real quick. Where are your communities? I'm watching right now. You guys talk for 3 minutes and you disappear. Go into your Telegram chats. Go into your little X chats. Go into your little Facebook chats and tell them, yo, this motherfucker's calling us out. I don't want to hear you guys ever say, don't DM me and say, yo, we're working on something. We got a huge community. I ain't seen these motherfuckers here. All these, oh, we got a big community there. You ain't got shit. You got people watching the chart. That's all you have. Because if you had a legitimate community, they'd be in here right now. They'd be fucking yelling and screaming, look at me, bitch. That's what they would be doing.
You know, I keep getting requests to dox. So look, I'm gonna go ahead and dox and see. I played a little joke on David and I said that this was supposed to be a depiction of David. This is actually a depiction of me. It's actually not David at all. I took a picture of myself and puppetized it. This isn't even David. It's actually me. This is what I look like behind the scenes, big ears and all. So there you go. Now you've got my docs. You're welcome. Now back to your regularly scheduled program.
We'll be right back with more meme talk right after this commercial break.
What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh, wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy to use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto. Welcome back to the breakdown. Sponsored by Midnight. Also, I just wanted to say this again. Midnight did not get hacked. The protocol did not get hacked. The network did not get hacked. It had everything to do with WanChain, okay? Okay, bridging. We need to fix bridging. Okay, that is the last part of crypto, is to fix bridging, because that is the weakest point of crypto. I got to say that is absolutely the weakest point. So again, Midnight's fine. It's recovered. I'm not happy, but I took advantage of the situation in terms of buying. Okay, so you guys can fake Cardano. You can make up all this bullshit, all the shit that you want, but I will not fade Cardano or Midnight. I'm not fading Charles, nor that fucking team that works absolutely day and night to go ahead and make shit happen. Also, shout out to Polymarket. I was about to say Polygon. Polymarket, the official prediction market sponsor of the breakdown. Also, shout out to Cake Wallet. We are back. That wasn't me. I was going to address that. That was definitely not me because I was muted. That was Landy who was unmuted. And either he has a cold or he was sniffing glue. I don't know what the fuck was happening.
Oh, yeah.
But my man's was definitely hot mic.
Was I? Oh, shit. Good thing I didn't say all those things that I was going to say.
Shit, I wish
My
you did.
bad. My bad. Look, I got a lot of things that I would love to say about WTI oil.
No, I don't want to hear about oil.
Targeted $88 per barrel. And then pulling back.
Care about oil. I don't care. I don't care about gold, copper, precious metals. I don't care about it this week.
Hitting those highs and then coming back down.
You know what we're going to do?
It is a beautiful thing to watch.
This is what we're going to do. Until Landy learns that this show is all about memes this week, we shall go ahead and deport him for every single time that he comes on here talking about oil, okay? The Nile River, the Stray. Okay, we'll deport his ass. I'm ice up in this bitch right now. Well, let's bring him back. Let's see if he can learn his lesson here. We don't care.
Oh, no.
We don't care.
You care.
I don't care.
You see, maybe you personally don't care. But
I am telling you, I don't care.
They care. They're like, holy crap. Why are my bags up one day and then down the next? What is happening?
They don't care. People are here for the memes right now. Nobody cares.
But what memes? I ain't seeing
I'm trying to look. Guys, are you going to make me talk about memes today? Comment, retweet this goddamn, reshare, retweet, whatever you fucking call it now. Share this fucking live show with everybody and let's see who's about that life. Then maybe we'll talk about something. Fine, you know what? I'm going to let Landy talk about oil since you guys are not about that life. Go ahead. Tell us about fucking oil. Go ahead. Right. I can't wait to fucking hear. Go ahead. Let me get my pillow. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Get your My Pillow. Get it ready. Fucking, because
all the fools. Go ahead.
Go face down in that My Pillow because oil hit 88.66, one of the main areas that I was looking at overhead. $88 to $90. You better watch it. Seriously, you should be watching it. You should be paying attention. What is oil doing? You should say to yourself when you wake up in the morning, I wonder what WTI oil is doing today. Is it going up or is it going down? How will this affect rates in the future? Are we going to see this pass through to the core metrics and see an actual increase in inflation through core CPI?
I started thinking like, who would I rather listen to, him or Vitalik?
Well, I do have look, it's a fictional novel about the board of governors reading
Yeah,
this.
I'm about to kick him off this island, bro. Like I am absolutely about to kick him off this island. Yo,
you
Wolf,
not
Wolf
entertained by
Bitcoin.
the
Is this what you have to fucking deal with?
Are you not entertained by the Dixie pair?
No, I don't give a shit.
Are you not paying attention to the credit spread or the credit default swap spread? Are you not paying attention?
Wow. I'm gonna do something that's wild. Guys, should I kick Landy out? I'm gonna leave it to I'm gonna let the audience dictate this. Should I kick Landy off the show today? Because he doesn't understand the mission. I am paying attention to the chat, but Landy's boring me with oil.
No, they're asking if you're paying attention because they're like, boo this man, get him off the stage.
Guys,
Get
I
him
want
off
you
the
guys to
show.
go crazy and tell me if I should throw a tomato at this motherfucker. We got one person says keep him. David,
Look,
kick
they're
him
boring
out.
the shit out of me. I'm over here. I'd rather look at oil than read the chat. I see no tickers. I see bullshit in the chat.
Wow.
Y'all are weak.
Yo,
No game.
oh my God. I need you guys to get louder and tell me, should I
No
kick
game.
the
This-
puppet or not?
You know, here's the funny thing is they
So we
want
can go back to talking about memes.
they say David has no motion, yet here they are in the chat with no fucking motion. Look at them. Look at this. Pathetic. This is pathetic. Look at you all. This is weak. Weak. Up your game.
I'm watching right now.
Where's your actual community? Where are they?
Wow.
I see.
Yo,
one
Landy
guy
is
posting
calling out
one
your
ticker.
communities. Y'all don't have communities. Y'all got chart watchers. Okay? I already told you this. Chart watchers. Y'all don't have communities. Chart watchers. Chart watchers. That's it. You're a part of the community when it's green candles. You're out of the community when it's red. With your pitchforks. Oh my
Finally,
God. what a
people are getting
joke.
pissed. People are finally
Man.
getting pissed. It's about time. It's about time.
How many people in this chat or watching this show right now want to actually rally behind a movement, that want to be a part of the movement? How many of you guys want to be a part of the next Wall Street Bets? I want to see how many of you guys want to be a part of the next Wall Street Bets. Go ahead. Let's see how loud you guys can get. That'll tell me everything I need to know. It'll tell me everything I need to know. Are you ready to be a part of something that brings back the culture? Are you ready?
Yeah, y'all better get loud because I'm just
Look
going to
at
roll
this.
right into macroeconomics if you don't.
Look at this. Look at this.
There we go. There we go.
That's what we're talking about.
There we go.
Lock the fuck in.
Exactly.
Stop chasing bullshit. Be a part of something. Be a part of something phenomenal.
You need to
This
convince
guy's talking about
puppet
not
get in
being a
your shit.
servant. This is what I'm talking about, this stupid mindset. I'm not going to talk about anything unless you talk about something because I'm not your servant. Who said you're my servant? Who said that you should bow before me? If you learned anything from this goddamn social experiment, it has been that you have become a man with balls. That you're not scared to bag work. That you're not scared to talk about your asset. You're not scared to talk about things that you like. If anything, that's what you learned. Now I see people that they're not even trying to be a part of this movement. They're out there, they're working. Good. I'm happy that I inspired you without you saying that I did. Don't ever be scared to work for your bags. Don't ever be scared to work for your bags. Don't wait for people to say go. If you feel passionate about something, you go and you talk about it nonstop. That is how Main Street retail rallied. We rallied because we saw and we understood the mission. Would you say crime puppet?
Look, I'm scared, David. I don't know if I want to talk about it. What if people say that they don't like the asset that I'm talking about? What do I do then?
I don't know. This guy, let me answer this guy because he says, I got bullied. Oh my God. I can't believe anybody says, see, this is the type of shit that this makes me laugh. When anybody says, I got bullied. I'm Russian. I'll leave it there. That's in the DNA. I don't know so much about bullying. We're just quiet. Those movies are real. He says, I mean, not for nothing, but you got bullied into giving up on crying. You were terrified to talk about it. Not very Coney Island of you. You know what's hilarious? These are the fucks that were dumping on my forehead as I held crying. These are the very people, the hostage situations. David, go ahead. Keep on putting more money in Dave. And Dave was putting in more money. Holding. More money. Holding. While everybody else was selling. But hey, you should talk more about it. I talked about it. I still hold it. You motherfuckers can go ahead and go out there and fucking use your platforms and go ape shit about it. Work for your bags. Don't tell me to work for my bags. Don't tell me to work for my bags while you're dumping on my forehead. The fuck out of here. What kind of shit is that? Fucking motherfuckers dumped this shit on my head. Literally dumped on my forehead. Did a whole psyop. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can have good intentions, but motherfuckers really don't have good intentions.
For sure.
They're just looking to go, hey, we got D, and that's what I'm talking about. D called it? Oh, shit. And that's what I mean, though. You can even look at the resume. Anything that I get into, it goes into multi-millions, bro. Like, it really does. It really fucking does. And you can't deny that shit either. Like, even the biggest hater can't deny it. My haters are in a very difficult position. Let me explain something. My haters are in a very, very difficult position. They can't call me ugly, right? Like, when you want to troll somebody, right? You usually go after their looks. So they can't call me ugly. They apparently turned 5'10" into 4'11", just to get at me in some way. So now 5'10" is not tall enough anymore. That means you're a midget. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Y'all can't say that I've never sent things into millions and even billions. So like, all these things are off the table. So the only way they think they can get at me is, yo, let's go after his ego. Let's go after his ego and let's go ahead and say, yo, but you got no motion. That's it. That's all they got. They're going to whisper and say, well, look, he's scared to call something because he doesn't have motion anymore. That's it. Like I said, they can't say I have a receding hairline. They can't say that my hair is gray. They can't say any of this shit. They can't say that I dress. They can't say anything. It's so bad. Like, even me, I'm surgical when it comes to trolling and shit. I wouldn't even know how to troll me. I wouldn't know how to troll me. The craziest thing I hear some people say, he's broke. Yet these are the same people that are telling me to call something because he got money. Which one is it? You delusional fucks. But he's Jewish, so he gotta get. What? Which one is it? Shit.
Y'all got to convince the puppet. The puppet can be swayed. But I need to see actual community show up.
Do you understand that my face, I don't even have to say anything. Y'all say that I have an arrogant face. My face alone, just looking at you into this camera, irritates the fuck out of you. I don't even have to say it. You're irritated by me looking at you. And I want you to know that I enjoy every minute of it. I don't want to be on bad terms with people. I don't want to know problems, but if you want a problem, no problem, like Fiddy said. And now the fighting in the chat begins. And now the communities are fighting amongst themselves. Why? When we're supposed to be uniting. Unite with me and watch what we will do. Have faith in me. Have faith in me. That's all I can say. Have some faith in me. This is my last dance kind of thing. And that's how I said it before. This is my last dance kind of thing. People say, yo, this motherfucker trying to compare himself to Jordan. I'm just saying this is the last dance. This is the last dance for me. Not that I'm going away from crypto. I love this stuff. But something like this, I want this in the books. I want this in the history books. Was able to rally the entire community together towards one goal. That's it. I want motherfuckers in the history books to say, OG meme head, one of the first to talk about memes when it was not popular. The OG looks maxer, didn't have to do it with hammers. DG in 2026 rallied the entire community into coming together towards one movement to bring back the OG culture. That's all I want written. I don't want to hear about market caps. That's for you guys. You can write whatever. I want that. And I'm good. That's like, boom. That's Jordan hitting the last shot against the Jazz. That's it. Meme culture is serious. Take it seriously. Look at the chat. For the protocols with amazing technology, you got no audience. Check out the chat. You want an audience so they can see these beautiful products that you built out. Meme culture gives you that. That's why a lot of these goddamn blockchains have gone after the meme economy to bring over the meme heads. Oh, you should be embarrassed that you're talking about this stuff. How many Bitcoiners tune into the show? If I don't bring on Sailor and others, how many are going to tune into the show?
There's a lot because a lot of Bitcoiners are into memes.
All I'm saying is if you look at some of these protocols, people. If I talk about Polkadot right now, how many people are tuning in from the Polkadot community?
For sure. Word gets around fast. DG's talking about us. Jump onto the show. Hit the chats.
Robinhood, by the way, I wrote that Ethereum dropped the ball yesterday, and people were like, what are you talking about? I said Ethereum dropped the ball yesterday, and they said, what am I talking about? Ethereum dropped the ball on the meme economy. And I don't see how it can ever recover in terms of having people go onto Ethereum. Somebody said, do you not see what's happening? Yeah. Like, I guess they're pointing to Robinhood and Base.
Well, I mean, Base is having a little bit of a messaging problem right now. But Robinhood seems to be doing all right.
That's great. I hope Robinhood does well. I said this Solana should do well. I wish Ethereum would do well. I wish Base would do well. I wish Robinhood would do well. I wish BNB does well. Because then we will do well. Crypto will do well. Why would I bet against it? You guys do not understand what critical feedback is. You don't understand what that means. I want ordinals to do well because that means that Bitcoin will do well. I want doggone Bitcoin to do absolutely ridiculous numbers. Because that means that people will be entering Bitcoin, using Bitcoin. Do you get it now? Bitcoiners, maxis that are against something that will actually make Bitcoin healthier, younger. XRP, I want their memes to do well. You got a huge XRP army. Some of them are delusional, and I know that. I was a part of the XRP. I still am in some sense. And they're crazy. They're crazy motherfuckers. XRP army, but I had XRP people. I looked on TikTok. They were saying that XRP within 15 days before the new year was going to reach $25,000.
I guarantee that I've been holding XRP longer than 99.9% of the chat. And funny thing, I've told you this before.
Who took on the Bitcoiners?
I haven't even sold it.
I took on Bitcoin maxis who are disrespecting XRP. I took them on 1 against 1,000 on Clubhouse. Not a single XRP army member was there, and I took them on. I've been holding XRP forever. I want everybody to win. That's the difference. I'm not a one chain motherfucker. I am a every single chain matters motherfucker. By the way, anybody who motherfuckers me, when I become president, you're getting deported. And also, I'm writing names in the book of David. In the book of David, your name shall be written for those who are, I don't want to say the word, because I said we shall not say that word. But for those who claim to be a part of a movement or wanted to be a part of the movement, I have written down your name because I don't see you no more. I am not about tribalism, by the way, either. I hate tribalism. We can all win together. That is the whole point of this movement, is that I want us to all win together. And we will. I will rally. I'm going to rally the Asian community. I'm going to rally the Eastern European community. You don't understand what I am doing. You guys are so fixated on number right now. You ain't never put in the work. Nobody's going to outwork me. Watch when we come out. There's going to be a bang.
You know what's funny, David? Is these people must be new here.
They are, because they don't know about me.
They don't know about the Bitcoin puppet either. They don't understand the Bitcoin puppet is in all of the chains and in all of the networks. And despite heavy criticism of memes, as in memes, like I'm in all of this stuff. I've been around long enough not to be disillusioned into being a maximalist. I am hated by the Bitcoin maxi crowd because of the things that I support on Bitcoin and because I talk about other networks and I don't just focus on Bitcoin. But a lot of people see my analysis where I break Bitcoin down and they go, oh, well, he's obviously Bitcoin only, Bitcoin maxi. When really, I'm just looking at Bitcoin as a vector for the sector that is crypto in terms of general direction. And we do get things that are outliers that run against it. I've talked about Hyperliquid. I've talked about all of the chains that you could think. I've talked about XRP for years. I've talked about Cardano for years. Talked about all of these things, all the OGs, Litecoin included. Yes, I know if Bits pops in, he's going to say LTC. You should go look at it, right? Like, I've talked about all of it. I've participated in all of the networks. This is not new. You're new to me as a Bitcoin puppet because I focus on technical analysis in the space and I focus on talking to some of the largest accounts that talk about primarily Bitcoin as a vector when talking about cryptocurrencies in general. So you must be new if you think that I am Bitcoin only. I'm Bitcoin first, and that's where we might disagree on things, and that's okay, but I'm in everything. And I've been around for a long time. I've held for a long time. There's coins that I got that I haven't moved for many, many years, 10 plus years. Because why? There's no need. At some point, there's going to be the proper product market fit for me not to ever have to sell anyway. And there's already solutions available not for people to not have to sell their cryptocurrencies anyway, to actually become their own bank. That's the vision, right? We're all here in this space, whether you're in Bitcoin or whether you're in Solana or Ethereum or XRP or whatever it might be. We're all here for the same reasons. We're here often to make money. Many of us trade, right? But we're also here for the ethos behind crypto as a big middle finger to the institutions, which is one of the reasons why the other day, right here on this very show, I said to all of you and I said to David, you need to wake the fuck up and get back in the game because we have representatives that are in DC trying to represent us and tell them what we want and what our demands are for this industry moving forward. And we're out here sitting on our fucking thumbs. You got to get involved, whether it's local level, whether it's national level, especially here in the United States. You want to see the United States lead the way in crypto adoption? You better be out there getting people on chain teaching them how this shit works so that they can actually do things for themselves and insulate themselves from the system. But instead, we got a whole bunch of motherfuckers who are cheerleading institutions and productization of the things that we love, that we hold the ideals of from the original ideas for what this should become and why. And yet we see a bunch of people out here who are representing us as the crypto community just shilling to institutions so they can buy the tokens, productize them, and sell them back. You better get on the ball.
That's right.
Because right now they're controlling the game and we ain't. Can you control it through the meme side? And I said this to you earlier, David. I'm starting to change my outlook on things. You know, it was a couple months ago I said to you, institutions are going to come in, they're going to provide liquidity to their products, meaning their stock tokens and their RWAs. They're going to stand up all the liquidity and it's going to take all of the narrative away. But one of the things that Robinhood just proved is we love to have a good time. We love to have fun. And we will take all of your institutional products and we will meme the ever loving shit out of them and make a ton of money doing so. So, you know what? I think that memes actually will play a much bigger role again than I had previously estimated. I am in the process of having my mind changed through examples, and it's not being shown in the chats right now, but it will. And people will get excited when the market starts to turn and flip back to bullish. And I do think that we will see a lot of the people who are into the crypto native side of things battle back on the very chains that they are launching their products on. And it's going to be through the meme side. I really do think that. And I also believe that we might start seeing an NFT renaissance, an ordinals renaissance as well to go along with that.
I do too. It is 2:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You've tuned into the breakdown. I want to thank Landy for coming on and chewing his crayons.
Appreciate you, David.
On Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you could tune in to Landy's market update and check out everything that he's breaking down about the markets.
Yeah, later
If you're
today.
smart enough, yeah, there you go. If you're smart enough, you'll join. By the way, I'll be on at 8 p.m. with Rob Nelson, where I will not be able to speak,
God help
and
you.
I'll hear him whine about Iran. That's right. I'm gonna watch him whine to me about Iran and look at what they're doing again. And then I feel like I'm at a Kamala Harris meeting. Anyway, shout out to Landy. Give him a follow. Landy's probably going to be on another right after this. He's probably going to a space or some shit. I don't know. Shout out to him, man. Appreciate you, Landy.
Take care, David.
My boy Landy. There you go. My boy Landy out there. The puppet. The puppet, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you dare disrespect the puppet. I'll smack the shit out of you. We'll be right back. I want to look at Polymarket real quick. Obviously, sponsored by Polymarket. This show is sponsored by Polymarket. And I want to look at some things on Polymarket. And then I want to end it with the memes. And exactly what I'm looking forward to. This is building time. This is the time to build. And that's what I'm going to be looking forward into doing. So shout out to the people I got to give a big shout out. Again, I'm very proud of seeing individuals that I don't think either they forgot how to work for their bags, or they know how to work for a bag and they now understand, and they got that education on how to believe in something and work for something. I like seeing that. That's what our space was all about, was believing in something, surrounding yourself around good things and backing good developers, good devs, innovators, supporting them. That's what it's always been about. By the way, people should be congratulating me and not trolling me. Because number one, trolling doesn't work. Number two, you're trolling me for the most stupidest reasons. You didn't call it yet. Bro, are you not listening to what I'm saying? You're not listening to what I'm saying? What I'm trying to do here? And I'm also going to break down what I think I need in order to be successful. I'm going to break it down. I'm definitely going to break it down. You know, from my perspective, I think, you know, people get offended that things aren't cold yet, but they don't understand real builders build, and they take their time to lay out some sort of mission statement for themselves on how, some sort of game plan on how they're going to go about this. If I just wanted to show you motion and I wanted clout, then I wouldn't have waited. I could have done this day one. And like I've told you multiple times, then what? I have accomplished nothing. I would just have been a part of some meta, and that's it. And maybe it would have been easier. There's a lot of things that by the way, there's a lot of things that I've actually, and I learn every day. If you're still alive, you learn every single day. I learned. Holy shit. Maybe supply control needs to be at 70-75%. I'm telling you, there are things that I've been studying, using my AI agents and my programs to run different things to see, like, how does this all work out? When I talk about airdrops, at first I was like, hey, airdrops are pretty cool. But 95% of airdrops have destroyed whatever good intentions people have had. So I step back, I'm like, this is not good. Short term, it might look good. Long term, it destroys. There has to be a different way. I have the formula. I'm just not going to talk about it. Yeah, because I want to be first to market with the motherfucker. That's right. I want to be first to market, not last to market. Especially me, who takes his time. Anyway, we'll be right back after this commercial break. Sponsored by Midnight.
What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh, wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together. What first got you excited about blockchains?
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto. Welcome back. And guys, please stop sending me like the white bull. Don't send me any more white bull to my wallet on Pump.fun. Because now, like, I have 3 white bulls in my wallet. Okay? Please stop. Respectfully. Let's look at how many people follow me on. How many people are following? Hold on. I'm going to take a look here. How many followers do I have? Go ahead and share the screen. Actually, we'll do Polymarket last. I guess. Let's share the screen here. What do we have here? Let's take a look. And I mean that. Guys, stop sending me. Like, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. I don't know who the fuck you are. Appreciate you. But don't send me. Come on, please. Anyway, 366 followers. Yo, you guys really, this is disrespectful, man. So here we have, this is what I mean. I got 3 white bulls. 3 white bulls, okay? We got one with 64%. It's at a 541 market cap. We got one with 80%. It's at 176K. And then we have the Gokhshtein one, the white bull, which is at 12K. So we got 3. Guys, I think people had it easier than me. Some people did have it easier than me because I guess a lot of them did it on their own. They went ahead and launched the token and shit like that. So they set they set their own rules and shit. Here I have to pick and choose and figure out shit. But I'm gonna do it the right way. I've stated this multiple times already. Supply control is definitely a big thing. You have to have supply control. I think airdrops are good. I think airdrops are good. Long term, like as long as you can build the foundation, you can think about airdrops, but not in the beginning. Like the people that are holding appreciate like a thank you kind of like air whatever. But the people that are not even in the goddamn community, they don't appreciate it. They're gonna fucking dump that shit. And then you have additional, it doesn't work. I also believe that the white bull is a movement. I haven't talked about, I think I talked about this in the beginning, but the white bull was here before any other bull. And that's documented. The white bull has been here way before any other bull. So in some sense, like I made that post, so in some sense, it was written already. And maybe it was promised 3,000 years ago. For those that are looking to do their thing, you know what? Look, I'm even going to be helpful. Let me be helpful. You can have 95% supply control, but if you have absolutely no clue what the fuck you're doing, it means nothing. Now, again, I said what I said. I think 70 to 75% supply control, I think that's where it should be. And that's me running models and studying. Things like this that I'm saying might not please people. I know that. But it's the truth in order to go ahead and run something, a movement. And I believe the white bull is a movement. I 100% believe the white bull is a movement. Without a shadow of a doubt, I believe that wholeheartedly in my mouth. We will uplift every other project. I believe in my heart that I am the type of person that truly, in my heart, means well, that can bring people together. I know that. I've done it. This is not going to be my first go around. I've done that. I bring people together. I want to bring the real communities together. It would be like a council. And watch people use what I'm saying here. Watch people use, but they don't have the recipe. And even if you had the recipe, you couldn't cook it up like me. But I want to be able to showcase not just the white bull movement, but everybody who is real, who wants to be a part of something, who wants to have the culture come back. I want to showcase them as well. Because we can win together. We don't have to be at each other's necks. Please, nobody should send me 95%. Don't send me anything no more. People are saying, use your fees to buy. Again, I want you to hear me out. And it's something you would say in my position too. If I were to, hypothetically speaking, create my own token, I would never have to spend the amount of money that I would have to spend to acquire that kind of percentage. That doesn't make sense. That's why I'm staring at all these things and I'm trying to make sense out of everything. What I do know is that the white bull is a movement. The white bull will run. And I'm talking about as a movement, it will run. As an ecosystem, I hope, as a meme, it runs. I'm not leaning towards anything. I'm just literally saying something that others would not say out loud. If anything, you guys should appreciate me for saying these things out loud. I'm not launching anything. I'm not going to launch a token. I think I made that very fucking clear. I'm just telling you that I'm looking at certain things and I'm trying to figure this shit out. All I know is that the white bull will have its day. And that's it. That's all I know, is that the white bull will have its day and we will unite around a meme. We will have fun memeing. We will bring back the culture of memeing. Because that's all I fucking care about. And we will rally the communities. We will have those that are unheard. We will have the opportunity to showcase projects that are not being heard. Watch what I do. Watch what we do together as a unit. It's going to be legendary. Why not? Why not us? Let's go to Polymarket. I want to look at see what Polymarket has. Polymarket has going. By the way, that intern got fired from the Heat. So I'm thinking that LeBron might be going to the Heat, by the way, but that's on other news. Let's see. Wow. All right, let's look at this right here. I think this is important to look at. So Polymarket, by the way, Polymarket is the official sponsor of the breakdown. So let's go ahead and look here. The Fed decision in July. Will they raise rates or not? So right now we're at no change, 78%. 78%, it's up 3%, that there will be no change in July in terms of rates. 25 basis points increase, 22%, that's up 17%. And then 50 plus basis point increase, 1%, but that's down 1%. So, I mean, there are people that are thinking that there might be an increase in rates. There might be a bump in rate. I think that would be crazy. That would be crazy. And I don't know. I don't think Trump will be happy either. That's crazy, man. We need rate cuts. I mean, rate cuts. This just in, by the way. So shout out to Polymarket. If you guys want instantaneous news and data, you can go on to Polymarket to track the sentiment of the people. So there you go. I don't think the Fed should raise rates, man. Leave them as is at this point. And then at the end of the year, cut them. It's crazy to raise rates. People are already drowning. All right, news in. This is coming from Senator Loomis. And she writes and says, history will remember this as a moment a president chose a higher standard of ethics than the law required him. This agreement bans all federal officials, including the president, from issuing or sponsoring a digital asset for profit with real enforcement and real penalties. So basically, the ethics requirements, which would go into the Clarity Act, would not allow elected officials, including the president, to issue a token or sponsoring a digital asset for profit. And real enforcement and real penalties will be included. But I think that, like, in this case with Trump, all his stuff will be shifted to obviously the Trump organization, where I'm sure his sons will be running whatever it is, and he cannot no longer, essentially endorse or say anything about it. So here we are. We are trying to pass the Clarity Act. I'm still trying to figure out how it benefits retail. But here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Listen, he made billions of dollars off of crypto. Good for him. It's capitalism. I ain't hating on anybody. We are in a capitalistic world, or at least country. We live here in capitalism. Just because we're in crypto and it's decentralized does not mean that capitalism is dead. I'd rather be a part of this than ever be a part of socialism. How's that working out for New York City? New York City now, from the slightest raindrop, has floods. You love socialism? That's socialism. You get rains now. When we have any sort of fucking rain in New York City, the streets are flooded. That I've never seen that in my life. Where every single street, from Queens to Brooklyn to the Bronx, everything's flooded. You love socialism? You're getting a taste of socialism. Guess what? They got no money. That's what happens when you try to push socialism in. You get people leaving New York City and you're left with nothing. Who you taxing? Anyway, marathon, not sprint. The white bull shall have its day. But it'll be a day where an entire group of people holding different projects unite behind one. But we can still participate in others, and we shall run hard, and we shall run it back. We shall run it back to the days that we were accustomed to, and that is holding, believing in something. And that's about it. Bottom line. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Shout out to the sponsors. Midnight. Check me out on Friday on Midnight City. Hopefully you guys get approved. I know some of you guys are waiting. You'll get in there. We'll hang out. We'll start a gang. Polymarket. Shout out to Polymarket. Polymarket is the official prediction market sponsor of The Breakdown. Cake Wallet. Also check out Radar Chat. I'm not paid for it, but it's something that we've been waiting for a long time, for our creators and innovators to create for the Bitcoin community, and we have it here. Encrypted conversations where you can go ahead and send stats to a person. It's something to get people into Bitcoin and into crypto. G Markets for the latest on all your favorite assets. I'll be back tomorrow. This entire week is all about memes, because meme culture matters. And we're going to all do big. If you are here right now, you are in the very early stages of being a part of something that is absolutely going to change the game. We're going to bring back the culture, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have to believe it. You'll see it. And on that note, have a great day and an even better tomorrow, as my boy, Big Unk, will go ahead and say. I'm out.